So I've been getting a lot of questions lately about my forge welding technique, the cut and fold method, so I thought I'd throw together a quick video showing you exactly how I do that. This billet was, I think, 15 layers to start, and I've already folded it twice. So I'm going to fold it a couple more times, but the first thing you're going to want to do is basically square everything up really nice. So I've already done that for this time around, but that would look like making sure you're hammering straight down here to kind of get a nice edge there. Flip it on its side, make sure you hammer everything out evenly. You want the same width, top and bottom. It doesn't have to be exact, but it has to be pretty close. And you want to make sure these edges are fairly straight instead of rounded over. So definitely take the time. It's cold, so it's not going to move right now, but take the time to flatten these out really well. Okay, so the last time I folded it, you can see here, I folded on this side, and there's that little bit of a seam. So this time I'm going to fold the other direction. So if I want to fold with this side being the inner side, I want to make sure I cut the back side. So I'm going to cut about, 3/4 of the way through on this side, about halfway. I'm going to fold it over 90 degrees, and then I'm going to clean it up really good, put some flux in it, and then forge weld. So always make sure you're alternating which side you're folding onto, and then at the very end, all of your seams are going to be basically the last ½ inch or so of this, and you just cut that right off and put a new tang on the other side. So I'll be using this 5-pound hot cutter, and this is probably a bit overkill. I've also used these $10, $15 hatchets from the store. They have a thin edge, so they roll pretty easily, but they work fine. And if you're wondering, I do have a cutoff hardy, but I don't like using it. It's a lot easier to see exactly what I'm doing when I'm on top of the material with the cutoff tool, with the hot cutter. Okay, it's almost up to forge welding temperature. I'm going to establish my line, and then just hammer away at it. So that's as far as I've gone in. It's probably 3/4 of the way through, maybe a little bit more. You definitely don't want to go all the way through. So now I'm just going to heat it up one more time, bend it back over to a 90 degrees. You don't want to go any more than that because you got to get the brush in to clean. And then clean it off and forge weld. Okay. Once that's up to temp, I'm going to sprinkle some of this 20 Mule Team borax on it. It's boric acid. It helps to clean off the scale, because you got to make sure it's super nice and clean. And then once that's completely clean of scale, I'm going to put more on and close it up. Back in the fire. For that first forge weld, we're just going to do light, fast strokes. Try to just seal everything up. I don't want to hammer super hard, just really light, but very even and very quick. More flux on the corners there, the edges. And that's it, just draw it out, repeat. So at this point it's pretty much drawn out. So now, because I've got all these seams here on both sides, right there, I'm just going to use the hot cutter and cut that end off. Well, first I'm going to put in a new tang here on this side because that's all nice and clean and solid. So I'm going to forge in a new tang, and then I'm going to use the hot cutter to cut that end right off.